Hi guys, we are here with your Bible reading. We hope you guys are having a good day. Sure, my shirts kind of match today. I didn't notice that, did you?
No. Quit mocking me.
I had mine on first.
No, you didn't. I did.
We're going to continue.
Quit mocking me.
We're going to continue on with Mark chapter 6 today, with verses 30 through 56. You're going to see where Jesus feeds the 5,000. Jesus walks on water. And that's it for Mark today. Then we got our Psalm, which is Psalm 40, verses 1 through 10. And our Proverbs today. We have a couple Proverbs. I believe it's Proverbs chapter 10, verses 11 and 12. And we'll be reading in the New International Version if you would like to follow along. So let's get started. The apostles gathered around Jesus and reported to him all they had done and taught. Then because so many people were coming and going that they did not even have a chance to eat, he said to them, "Come with me by yourselves to a quiet place and get some rest." So they went away by themselves in a boat to a solitary place. But many who saw them leaving recognized them and ran on foot from all the towns and got there ahead of them. When Jesus landed and saw a large crowd, he had compassion on them, because they were like sheep without a shepherd. So he began teaching them many things. By this time it was late in the day, so his disciples came to him. "This is a remote place," they said, "and it's already very late. Send the people away so that they can go surrounding countrysides and villages and buy themselves something to eat." But he answered, "You give them something to eat." They said to him, "That would take more than half a year's wages. Are we to go and spend that much on bread and give it to them to eat?" "How many loaves do you have?" he asked. "Go and see." When they found out, they said, 5 and 2 fish. Then Jesus directed them to have all the people sit down in groups on the green grass. So they sat down in groups of hundreds and fifties. "Take the 5 loaves and the 2 fish," and looking up to heaven, he gave thanks and broke the loaves. Then he gave them to his disciples to distribute to the people. He also divided the 2 fish among them all. They all ate and were satisfied. And the disciples picked up 12 basketfuls of broken pieces of bread and fish. The number of the men who had eaten was 5,000. Immediately Jesus made his disciples get into the boat and go on ahead of him to Bethsaida, while he dismissed the crowd. After leaving them, he went up on a mountainside to pray. Later that night, the boat was in the middle of the lake, and he was alone on land. He saw the disciples straining at the oars because the wind was against them. Shortly before dawn, he went out to them, walking on the lake. He was about to pass by them, but when they saw him walking on the lake, they thought he was a ghost. They cried out because they all saw him and were terrified. Immediately he spoke to them and said, "Take courage, it is I, don't be afraid." Then he climbed into the boat with them, and the wind died down. They were completely amazed, for they had not understood about the loaves. Their hearts were hardened. When they had crossed over, they landed at Gennesaret and anchored there. As soon as they got out of the boat, people recognized Jesus. They ran throughout the whole region and carried the sick on mats to wherever they heard he was. And wherever he went, into villages, towns, or countryside, they placed the sick in the marketplaces. They begged him to let them touch even the end of his cloak, and all who touched it were healed. Alright guys, and that's where we're going to stop with Mark today. Now we're going to our Psalm, Psalm 40, verses 1 through 10, for the director of music of David, a psalm. I waited patiently for the Lord. He turned to me and heard my cry. He lifted me out of the slimy pit, out of the mud and mire. He set my feet on a rock and gave me a firm place to stand. He put a new song in my mouth, a hymn of praise to our God. Many will see and fear the Lord and put their trust in him. Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, who does not look to the proud, to those who turn aside to false gods. Many, Lord my God, are the wonders you have done, the things you plan for us. None can compare with you. Were I to speak and tell of your deeds, they would be too many to declare. Sacrifice and offering you did not desire, but my ears you have opened. Burnt offerings and sin offerings you did not require. Then I said, Here I am, I have come. It is written about me in your scroll. I desire to do your will, my God. Your law is within my heart. I proclaim your saving acts in the great assembly. I do not seal my lips, Lord, as you know. I do not hide your righteousness in my heart. I speak of your faithfulness and your saving help. I do not conceal your love and your faithfulness from the great assembly. And that was Psalm 40 for the director of music of David, a song. And our Proverbs reading for today is Proverbs chapter 10, verses 11 and 12. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. Hatred stirs up conflict, but love covers over all wrongs. Alright guys, that was our Bible reading. I hope it touched your guys' hearts. We are going over to Brother Sherm now with our homework. And our homework question for last night was,
what two apostles prayed and fasted as they chose elders for the churches?
and the answer we should have came up with is
Paul and Barnabas.
Alright guys, and our homework question for tonight is,
What king of Judah proclaimed a fast when the Moabites attacked?
and we can find that in the book of
2 Chronicles 20.
2 Chronicles chapter 20, and again the question is,
What king of Judah proclaimed a fast when the Moabites attacked?
alright guys, that was our Bible reading for today. That was our homework. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, we'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye guys. God bless.